Hello, everyone, Raiders. Welcome back to the next episode of the Raiders Rambles. I am Jolt, chief host of the show, and joining me once again is none other than my co-host, Avira.
Arroo! What's up, guys? Hope you're having a super awesome night.
No, awoo, $350 fine.
Oh, God damn it.
God, fuck, damn it.
And you have to be told that you are sideways once again.
Yeah, for now.
No, you're not, and you can't pay you sideways money. It has to be standing upright. That's assuming you can read it.
I'm already in debt from all my Woo tickets, so.
Whatever. So, next on the show, Inu.
Yo, what's up?
Glad to have you back once again.
Glad to be here.
Next on the show, Voltage.
Hello.
Second time in. How
Yeah.
you feeling?
Welcomed.
Mm-hmm. And last on the panel is Malagos.
Hi.
Good to have you back once again.
Yep, third time actually.
Well, maybe third, fourth, but either way, always nice to have you. So,
Likewise.
let's get started. First of all, I would like to preface by saying that our group, the Furry Raiders, has finally reached a big 300 members on Telegram.
Hooray.
As of this
Yay.
point in time.
Yay!
Quick, I gotta leave.
Oh, no.
Come back!
So help me.
I will rob you of this
39.
300.
Alright, you don't get to be in the group picture.
But I'm already in it.
Ass. Yeah. You don't get to be in the next group picture. Anyway,
Damn it.
I'm kidding.
But
But
yeah,
free
we
art.
welcome all of our new members, and looking forward to continued growth from here on out.
Mhm,
Didn't we,
not too
explode, in the last
much. Month,
week or
yeah.
two?
Yeah, give
Well-
or take.
Oh yeah, because of Milo.
And now, but you don't got to worry though. Like all this long, we've built. Remember, we've built something that people will cut, and they will come to us.
Yeah, that's why he came to us, because we're like,
Yeah.
he's probably thinking, what's the most popular, most out there furry group I could possibly think of? Oh, these guys. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Well, maybe
and
not popular, but at least well known.
and
Infinite.
the second thing I did want to preface as well is who here wants to see the Joker movie?
Ooh, me.
I'd go.
Yeah, I'd see it.
Me too. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, Vera. Do you know what the rating is on Rotten Tomatoes?
I do. Last time I checked, it was 92% audience score, and it was in the 60s and dropping from the critics. Now, what does that tell you? Well, that kind of tells you that the people, you got to trust the people. These 17 or 15 or so critics that made these negative reviews, really not trustworthy. If thousands of people actually like the film.
Journalism is dead.
Well, no,
And
it's
so
like,
is so is this way of reviewing movies.
yeah, you can use Rotten Tomatoes now. Like, basically, whatever if the critics love it, it's probably shit. Kind of like Star Wars. If the critics hate it, it's probably a great movie that you have to go see. That's just how it is
Like
now.
Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So in that sense too, just to remind you as well, if you want to brave out watching the Joker movie, you may or may not have to deal with armed, with police, running security around
Yeah,
there
thanks.
because they fear an incel uprising.
Incels are now a new national threat.
Yeah, I would like to thank CNN for that, and MSNBC, and all the mainstream media
Fox
No,
News.
for promoting the idea of that.
Speaking of Joker, speaking of the Joker and CNN, they just dropped within the last day a headline for the feds are issuing bulletins about threats ahead of the Joker opening, fear of copycat shooters. So keep an eye out.
But in most cases, though, I think you should be fine.
Oh yeah,
especially-
the statistical chance of getting involved in a shooting like that is damn near impossible.
You know
You're
what?
better off getting struck by lightning.
You know what? Regardless of all the warnings and garbage about that, am I going to pay $50 to go sit in a movie theater with sticky floors and screaming children, and then SJW's next to me saying because I'm eating the white supremacy popcorn? I'll watch it at home.
Yeah, gotta watch out for that popcorn.
Wait, I would think the SJWs want it because it's opening the conversation of mental, what's the word?
Illness?
Illness. So, yeah, that conversation.
That's okay. I'll watch it on Netflix or HBO or whatever it's going to be.
Remember, we're supposed to be rooting for the Joker, who's a white male.
And he'll radicalize.
It's the pain. Radicalized.
No,
Oh my God, he's straight.
Oh, and that too?
white.
Oh, good lord.
and
Uh-oh. Did we
So
just-
help me. If he's a Christian, that's it. Game over.
That's it. He deserves to get hit by that car in the trailer.
wow.
How many
wow.
steps does he fall? How many steps does he fall down? We gotta count to make sure it equals his privilege.
One for being white, one for being male, one for being straight, one for being Christian, one for being, well, you know, of your.
See-
No,
fair.
male is 50 stairs
No,
Guys,
minimum.
guys, be careful. If he falls down 88 stairs, just saying.
Oh,
14
Yeah,
bumps and
I
88
read that.
stairs.
Yeah. So speaking of, we're gonna continue the movies trend, but there's some good comments here and there. Panda Games BR says white supremacy popcorn.
Quick, put that on the ADL list.
And same deal too. Do I get white privilege if I eat it?
I think you need white privilege to eat it.
whack.
I don't know.
Sounds like one of those Huffington Post articles.
Oh yeah,
BuzzFeed.
oh my god, don't give him any ideas. Popcorn,
You're
is it a
killing me.
white supremacist symbol?
You guys are killing me.
Hey, what?
Wait, you're not dead yet? Fuck.
Honestly, if I had an overlay for the good night my sides thing, I would basically slap it in right here, right now, if I whip that up quickly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, other little things though. One last thing before we continue on. Alito, long time no see from you, says my feed literally had no extra staffing or security. I mean, take that for what you will, but yeah, just be
You're probably
wary,
in a
but at
very
the same
safe
time. Don't worry too much about it though. Just sit there, enjoy the movie. I think you'll say you won't be disappointed.
One of two things. You're either in a very, very safe town or the cops can't afford the overtime.
Ohio.
And
again,
if you're gonna be paranoid about mass shootings, I mean, any public place has a risk of being in a mass shooting. So
Yeah. But
Yeah, not
look,
even joking.
Yeah. But look, it's what it is. But you know what though? Yeah, we're gonna continue this trend of movies as well, because I know there's a number of you who's gonna be upset about this because this is our namesake title is "You Shall Not Pass."
oh no.
Yeah.
I have no horse in this race.
Here we go.
Well,
Actress
you
Robin.
should go to
Malcolm
Rohan
wants-
and get one.
Oh no.
Here you go.
No.
Actress Robin Malcolm wants a female Gandalf for Amazon's Lord of the Rings TV series.
And the actress wants a female Gandalf?
Quick, get the Foxler flamethrower overlay.
Oh, it just gets worse from here.
Oh, okay, I'm on it.
Yeah, please. All of it. Just burn it all down with all of the fire from Moria.
You know, if we're gonna play that game, then Captain Marvel has to be male now.
I mean, this is... Do you guys think they're really gonna do this?
I mean, wait, that's who's that? Amazon?
Yeah, it's Amazon, not Netflix.
High chance, probably. Yeah. I mean, Amazon also does the woke thing.
I believe this series is actually supposed to be following Aragorn before the events of The Lord of the Rings. Like his journey as a ranger before he became king and all that. Spoiler alert, he becomes king. Uh, so
Actually,
Gandalf is, described as an old man. Emphasis on the M. Like
uh,
all the wizards are. You can't just change that.
Right, and
Actually-
then you know what they had, you know what also was funny, they because the film, remember, the Lord of the Rings was filmed in New Zealand, and there were talks as well that they didn't just they would be okay selling for a white New Zealand woman, but they were thinking about what about an old Maori elder woman.
Why? What? Why? Why? No. Just no. Stop it.
No, you can't make you can't make Gandalf a woman unless it's a transgender woman in a wheelchair.
You're
Well,
not being
Gandalf-
diverse enough. We need to think bigger.
Oh, well, Gandalf
A woman
is
of color.
technically a
Bigger.
divine being, in the story. So, but it is also male.
you know how I think Amazon will do it because they're woke. Because in their current TV show, Man in the High Castle, the last season will be introduced because the entire show.
It's so good.
Yeah, the entire show is based around the alternative universe where Nazis have taken over the world. Well, in the last season, they're going to introduce the resistance members, who are, I'm not joking, black communists.
Wait,
No.
Yeah,
wait, that show's still going on?
yeah,
Communism
it's on
state.
it's on last season.
So, the communists of color are the resistance against the big bad global controlling Nazis. Okay, all right, yeah, that's okay. See, that's the kind of hero that I'm not going to root for. If I'm like, why would I want communism to succeed over Nazism? They're
Because woke.
they're both equally not. Just no, no. That's
It
silly.
does, I've read this story, and it does say that they're like the black nationals, like the Black Panthers are the resistance group.
Right.
Guys, we got a live comment, and I love it. Make every single character of Lord of the Rings female and call it Lord of the Lesbians.
That's
Oh
what
my
Panda they are.
Well- The thing is, it was Lord of the Rings is just a classic, fairy tale mythology. It doesn't. It's not supposed to be interject modern day politics. Some people
Quick-
say it was an
But,
allegory
you
for
know-
World War II, but not really. Kind of.
Quick,
It's
was
only
that-
because freaking the Robert Malcolm said blah blah blah. They're like, why we don't need any more white dudes in freaking in fantasies? Why don't we look at this in a in a matrilinear world and make
Oh, yeah,
powerhouses
yeah.
of women?
Yeah, look at her quote. I mean,
Oh, and get this though, if you do that, they will pretty much have witches instead of wise wizards who curse people instead of do what the wizards in Lord of the Rings do.
okay, but that is a really both racist and sexist thing to say.
Wait,
No more white dudes in movies. We have to change because reasons.
wait,
I mean, imagine if you said that the other way around. We can't have minorities in movies anymore. That's just too representative and inclusive.
Why are you booing me? I'm right.
wait. I'm getting an idea. Whoopi Goldberg as Gandalf?
Oh,
No.
please, no! Don't give.
Who's he?
No.
It's not Whoopi Goldberg isn't going to be as Gandalf. Here's the top 3 picks that they said that could file the female
Ew.
Gandalfs.
They're really thinking about
I'm sorry.
doing this.
Whoopi Goldberg as Gandalf.
I
No,
honestly
no.
thought Whoopi Goldberg was a man just by the name. I did not link the face to the name at all. So I'm sorry for not
Bravo.
being involved with pop culture enough. But
No,
I
you're
know.
good.
Whatever
Bravo.
whatever that thing in the middle is,
That's
longish hair.
that
That looks the most manly.
that's isn't that M from James Bond movies?
No idea.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think
it
you're
is.
right.
Yeah, it
Quick,
is.
run the facial recognition software.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's
it is.
3 picks here. Dame Judy, Alien Atkins, or Maggie Smith.
That's Dame Judy, I think. She
Yeah.
she plays M as in James Bond movies.
The
I mean,
last
she
one,
used to. Yeah, the last one was Skyfall.
Skyfall. Yes, that's the one that I saw, and I think you're right.
Or
Done a
what
great
they
job.
could
Get
do,
this.
they could just get Ian McKellen to reprise his role as Gandalf. How about that? That'd be cool. The OG Gandalf.
Yeah.
Why
Oh,
not?
and get this.
Dude, why
You
didn't
wanna
why
have
didn't bring Sean Connery as Gandalf? Sean Connery was supposed to be Gandalf.
Oh, Frodo, I see that you have the ring. We have to destroy it because Sauron is bad. Yeah. I
Wait,
don't know
is
if-
Sean Connery the guy in like Hunt for Red October? Yeah, okay, he's Indy's dad. That's how
Yeah.
high I know him, as well as
Yeah.
the Hunt for Red October.
Yeah, do you know the story that he was supposed to be Gandalf, but he refused because he thought that the movie would flop? And then when he saw that,
Big
and then,
oof.
and then when he saw that the movie was successful, he was like, "Okay, I'm gonna be in the next movie, and that's gonna be bigger than Lord of the Rings, and it's gonna be my greatest magnum opus." You know what movie he was in? League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I don't know what that is, so okay.
That's a really bad movie, by the way. It was his last movie because after that he went to retirement.
Mm.
Wait, this dude was James Bond?
Yeah,
that woman.
I am
Oh,
so
Sean
uncultured.
Connery.
I'm so sorry.
Sean Connery was James Bond. But
If they
anyway,
turn
look,
Gandalf into a woman, I'm not watching this show. Because it's not the same thing. It's not even
oh,
Lord of the Rings
here's
anymore.
here's another thing. Also, another couple of interesting live comments. Wolven Edge says, Istari, known only as wizards on Lord of the Rings, aren't described as being able to reproduce at all. They appear as male and sound male, but there's no hint. You'd think they'd be happy about this.
Yeah, because they're gender neutral, non-binary, gray fluid, whatever the hell. Yeah, you would think.
Right.
the gender fluid thing hasn't existed when Tolkien wrote Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, that kind of just existed like in the last, I don't know, 6 years or so, basically like from Tumblr. And people thought it was like a real thing.
Well, if he
Yeah.
made his robes a skirt and just said he's a what's it
But-
called? The drag queen. That's it.
How about he doesn't do that?
That's a bad word.
Oh, but
What?
what if Sauron was gender neutral?
Well, he's basically like, actually, Sauron is the same kind of creature that Gandalf is. They're both something called Maya, which is basically like angels.
Yeah,
What
are
but
you
the very
saying?
idea of a freaking, if Sauron wasn't exactly male as he.
Well, Sauron
Remember?
can shapeshift into werewolves and vampires and stuff.
I'm okay with that.
Yes,
Right.
he can do that.
Uh,
But I don't
Oh.
think he's going to transform into a woman just for the sake of being woke. That doesn't compute. That does
Yeah.
not pass.
We have found the one weakness. He is not woke.
No.
What if-
No, cancel the adaptation. You can't
Cancel
have that.
Sauron.
They're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna cancel it because they have the license. They're gonna try to use it as much as possible to gain more money from it.
Yeah,
Like-
and
Yeah,
and in light of all of this, what does the Tolkien Society and so forth, who hold on to the Lord of the Rings?
I mean, they'll just call them sexist and white supremacist and so forth. Like same thing that they always like say. Same thing when they said that like dear white people was a shit show, and they're like, oh no, those are just sexist and racist and like white males talking about that.
I can't believe a show like that was actually greenlit. That was really sick.
Yeah, and Rotten Tomatoes gave it 100% rating.
Of course they did. Oh, you mean the critics did, right?
Yep.
Yeah, of course. Shocker. So that's what I said before. If the critics love it, it's probably shit.
We just need to
Yeah,
ask
you
all the
wonder why.
critics We just need to ask all the critics, why do you hate white people?
No, yes, yeah.
Oh, because of imperialism and slavery
And because of
and
colonialism.
capitalism. Yeah, all
Yeah.
that. Of course.
All the isms,
All the isms.
All-
Yeah, all,
even
Not all the
communism.
isms.
all the obits.
Oh, that's.
Oh
well.
shit! Communism was invented by a white male. What now?
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
it was.
How can we
We've
limit
been
ourselves?
duped.
But other than that, there's a couple more little live comments. Alito's asking, I can't wait for more folks to see how they portray the father of a certain someone in the movie regarding the whole female Gandalf thing and so on.
Oh, poor Gandalf.
It was actually a female, and then
Sorry. Sorry, don't judge me, please. I was raised by two moms.
yes, he was raised by two moms.
Yeah, I don't think that was a thing in Middle Earth.
I don't think Tolkien ever mentioned any kind of homo thing in Lord of the Rings. At least I don't remember when I read it.
No. Why would he?
No,
I mean,
this
that's no relevance.
It's just nothing but Dingo and
Even though interesting that the original Gandalf actor was gay, but like he's probably
gay in real life.
yeah, but he's one of the coolest actors ever. Like I liked him as a Magneto in X-Men as well.
Right. Well, and that's the whole thing. It doesn't matter if you're gay or not. The only thing that matters is if you're good for the job, and that's why, turning Gandalf into a female just for the sake of doing it, that defeats the purpose.
I feel like it's the kind of shit they're pushing, like that Australian female stand-up comedian.
oh god, no, we don't have that many good stand-up comedians down here.
No, I'm talking about that one with the what was it called? Dad's Google History.
Oh.
Dad's Google History. Oh, that's okay. Never mind.
Yeah, sorry. One correction I issued. Alita's comment. That thing over the father's thing was for Joker.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting. But either way though, would you think would you come and see this whole new take on Lord of the Rings to see if they're gonna go to the whole vagina magic route?
Get the flamethrower.
Oh God! No, I'm not going to poison my mind with this. If that's the direction that they're going in.
Yeah. You asked for it. Let's burn it down then.
No vagina magic here.
Yeah, but that's how it is, though. That's how they're going to roll with that movie. But anyways, so what is next? We have what is completely the stupidest thing that probably the ADL has done, which is to make.
They put the OK sign as a hate symbol.
And a whole lot of other things too.
For those of you who don't know, the ADL is called the Anti Defamation League, and they are very powerful lobbyists when it comes to anti-hate speech and whatnot of the sort.
Right. Oh. Public disclaimer. I'm going to do this anyway, and I don't give a crap. But you'll never guess who has a hate symbol right here, right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yes.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to do it. Fuck you. I'm doing it.
Gasp!
Jesus Christ.
How dare you?
Why?
How dare you?
And he had the audacity to say that everything is okay. Wow, how pretentious.
Wow.
No, I am the hate machine.
Edgelord.
Throwing up them okay signs all left
This
and right.
kind of reminds me. We talked about this, Jolt, like this morning. How how milk was a sign of white supremacy
Yes.
because it's pure white.
You know, it's funny how these things start on 4chan and then like the media reports it, and then organizations like the ADL takes this shit seriously. Like, wow. Wow.
Oh my god, it
Yeah.
represents white power. Just look at those hands.
Just look
I
at
don't-
how they're laid out. And you
So-
know what? That symbol alone has caused so much trouble. Look at this. Somebody working at Universal Studios had to be dismissed from work. Apparently.
Imagine getting fired from job just because you made an okay sign.
Right.
Yeah, well, the parents of whoever that 6-year-old girl was next to this mascot, clearly these parents have Kool-Aid in their hair and they're not operating on all 4 cylinders, if you know what I mean.
Oh god, they're so sensitive. People are so sensitive.
Did my
Oh,
child stand next to the OK sign? Oh, the
Reed.
ADL told me it's a white supremacist. Oh my god, these fucking people, man.
Is this Minion evil?
I wonder who the person in that costume even was. It might have been like some 16-year-old kid in high school or some broke college student trying to make their way in life. And and they fired him because of this?
No,
I'm
Avera, you're wrong. You're wrong. He was a white supremacist in that costume. He was 100% white supremacist.
God.
He worked
How-
at that park just to make sure he can do the OK sign.
Now, what if
I
he did
know.
this by accident too? Like, what if he
Oh.
just had his hand out like that, and it just happened? Like,
Oh,
even
one
if he did it
last
on
thing
purpose, it doesn't
is
matter.
that it's that you know what they actually had the thing the goal to whatever it is say it only because the article says the girl was wasn't offended however the girl was biracial and has autism because a black mother and a white father. Blah,
Okay,
blah, blah.
so who cares
So,
what race
yeah,
she is?
so-
Like, who cares?
Oh no, the New
This was a
Zealand
4chan meme.
shooter showed an okay sign. Oh no.
Oh, really quick, I'm gonna share this. I forgot. A couple Alabama police officers
Okay.
were suspended for the circle
Making the
game thing.
Thanks for sharing this.
But it's like this is during the heat of the circle game thing that was like last year, and they partook in
Yeah.
it, and then everyone was just like, "Whoa, that's a heavy racism you just did. You got a license for that."
Oh, jeez.
But
Is one of those police officers black? Are 2 of them black? Wait, 4?
no, they just have their mask. They have masks on because they're like drug cops, so they can't really be
Yeah.
publicly shown.
Okay, guys, just to be fair, because I am a little bit of a troll, I read up a little bit on the article about the OK
Right.
sign, and they're more or less they're like, we're okay with it. No pun intended. We're okay with it being used in the context that it was originally used before. So I'm like, just okay. The ADL said OK sign was not that bad when used in the context, so they're okay with that. So as long as I'm not Zig Heiling, they're okay with it, and I'm fine with it too. So I mean, okay.
Well, I guess these police officers were using it in a racist way. Were they?
It's because they're wearing big vests that say police.
Oh no, it's because they're cops, and we all know cops are racist and evil.
Well, let's
'Cause
see.
they were-
The OK sign is bad. The bowl cut is bad. Maybe we should stop drinking orange flavored Fanta. You know why?
Oh no.
Right.
Yeah, orange flavored Fanta was created by Nazi Germany in World War II because Coca-Cola couldn't ship the ingredients to make regular Coke.
Wow. So just another orange thing that's bad. My goodness.
Dude, I love Fanta
What
so
a world.
much. It's
Oh no, look at that. That guy has a neo-Nazi haircut.
He's white. It's bad.
Orange soda, orange man. Coincidence? I
Orange.
think not.
Orange doggo bad also.
Oh god.
Orange drink, orange man, orange taco. Uh,
Orange and
So
white.
so
world is
far the
ending.
ADL hasn't added this to their list yet. But yeah, one of the things they did add to their list of literal hate symbols is a full haircut style. Why? Because maybe one or two of these mass shooters that was, on the news in the last couple of years had this particular haircut. And they think it's connected to incel violence.
I haven't
Oh,
seen I haven't seen a person wearing a bowl haircut since third grade. I think
Yeah, right, like the 90s, right? Like the late 90s,
I haven't.
early
Yeah,
2000s.
my
early
dude.
2000s.
Guess you'll never guess this, but I'm actually not white, and my people have a tendency to get bowl cuts.
Wait,
Oh,
that goes
no.
against the narrative, though. I
They're
don't
white
understand.
supremacists.
Oh, Jolt, you've just lost all your privilege.
Oh, what can I say? No, I need it now. Give it back. Oh well. Okay, here's some funny live comments as well. Oh, Ziggy says Halloween pumpkins are evil. They used to invoke the Orange Man.
Oh God! Ah!
I feel like it's gonna end up like a BuzzFeed article. It says, "Is the orange color linked to racism?"
Right. Or like the next headline: think twice before you put pumpkins on your porch.
Oh God!
Here's why.
They actually
I'm sorry.
tried doing that last year.
But orange is just linked to the color of my creamsicle. Thank you. Good night.
Racist
Yeah.
creamsicles.
God
They
damn it.
always
Go with the white supremacy popcorn.
actually they always complain about in Halloween. They always complain about cultural appropriation and stuff like that.
He can't be an Indian because he's white, but he can be a cow. No, he can't be a cowboy because he racist.
Yeah,
Candy
because
corn
they
is
kill the
also-
Indian. You can't win.
Candy corn is also orange and white.
Double the racism.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Shit, you know what else is white? Marshmallows.
Whee!
So this is why I don't take the ADL seriously, because they literally
Nobody does.
think that this is a real thing.
I mean, I don't know.
It came from the internet.
I don't even know why PewDiePie wanted to donate $50,000 to ADL.
Probably to virtue signal a little bit.
He tried, but then he found out, and then he pretty much said no.
Yeah, but pretty much his fans probably said don't do it because they're idiots.
They're the logical equivalent of PETA.
I mean, ADL has said that PewDiePie is a white supremacist.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah, of course they did.
Okay, there's a couple of things that I'd like to clarify. Jack Greenback, thanks for asking. Does that count? Joel only has 4 fingers. I'll have you know, I actually have 5 fingers. Okay, so maybe that sticker made me draw with 4, but I have 5 fingers. And if you like, there might be a picture of me doing that with my fursuit on.
Oh,
Just saying.
While pouring milk.
while eating an orange.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Only
That's
the
gonna
orange
happen.
marshmallows.
They make them while stuffing his face with candy corn.
Uh-oh, speaking of candy corn, Alito, candy corn is also cultural appropriation against Native Americans because they like to grow corn.
I like your circular thinking.
Oh, and speaking of other little things as well, here's another funny thing. Axis, the ADL listed the Triforce as a white supremacy symbol, which, believe it or not, they actually did that too. Shocker, isn't it?
Who uses the Triforce?
Nintendo.
I don't know.
Look at this. According to triangular clan symbol.
Oh, okay, it's from Zelda.
Oh my god, Nintendo is a white supremacist.
Oh, that. Wait, that's still. Zelda, what aren't you telling us?
Oh,
Well, I mean,
oh
well,
no!
I mean, if you think about it, Link is white, right? And Ganon is pretty much was always dark, right? He was dark skin
Oh,
color.
And okay, look at how far they go to this. They're saying that it actually represents the 3-letter K's aligned in a triangle facing inwards. Like, they're stretching this shit so damn far. You can just put
What?
a triangle inside a triangle and say, look guys, I see the secret K. Like, okay. You know what I see? I see a W and an M and a V
Okay.
and an A. Ah!
I don't
It spells
see the
voyage.
K's. I don't see the K's. Where are they getting K's from?
I guess you have to like either be autistic or
Like, if you're drawing K's like that, you need to go back to kindergarten and draw
no.
letters right.
They're gonna draw
I
like
see the
KKK,
K's
which
you're
is
talking about, but
I
it's
see
literally just
too.
the triangle.
I can see the K's already, but their defense was saying that this thing bears resemblance to the Triforce, of which it should not be confused.
Guys,
Wow.
in my humble opinion, I feel that the ADL is the new 4chan.
Oh, right. You know, they're kind of like their public media, right?
I feel like they're the new 4chan with all the ridiculous things, bowl cuts and OK signs and the Triforce. Really? Sorry, not sorry. They're the new 4chan.
Why do they gotta appropriate all our symbols we love?
Because 4chan.
You
Not
can't
that's
say
all
that. That's racist.
Everything is racist these days. According to the
Every-
ADL.
Wait, your persona is white?
Oh no. Son of a
Speechless.
Yep. Not enough
You
color.
call it.
You
You're
gotta be more
half-half.
like me.
Not enough colors. God damn it. You got me.
If I ever make another version of Voltage, I think I really need to put orange in it. Based on the
Yay!
conversation tonight. So that'd just be
Yes,
so
more
funny.
orange.
No, you basically need a freaking in the Ice Bucket Challenge of Fanta poured over you.
No. That stuff's sticky. My fur needs to be. I take care of myself, and I don't like being sticky. It makes my fur all nasty, and it's a pain to wash. I'm better
Yeah,
off
not
just
that I-
shaving it all off and regrowing my hair.
Yay!
Uh-oh.
That's cheating.
Spider dog. Spider dog.
Yes, candy corn. Put the candy corn down. Racist. He's got a candy corn.
How dare he? Racist.
I mean, literally everything is racist when the freaking Triforce is a KKK symbol. What the hell?
You're associated with the orange color. You know who else is orange? Donald Trump.
Uh-oh.
Orange dog, orange soda, orange sickles, orange man. Coincidence? I think not. I hope
Uh-oh.
it's placed in the mic well.
Uh-oh.
If it plays, phone. Never mind.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Manipulate scientific data. Take over, blast, control world government.
Fucking. The comedic timing was off, but still. Just because my phone is trash. But anyway.
Uh-oh. We got a problem here. One of our
Uh-oh.
viewers, Voxada Husky, says, "My last name is White. I'm a legit white guy."
Oh,
Well,
my
you
god.
Do you just
Okay,
need to
that is
give all
true.
of-
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That is what the social justice warriors referred to as problematic.
See,
Ew,
you
that's
just
rather problematic.
see. You
Uh,
gotta.
Yeah.
That is very problematic.
You gotta just give everything to like the poorest person of color family in retribution
Yep.
for something that you weren't even involved in like 100 or so years ago.
Well, isn't the ADL? Aren't they a pro-Jewish group primarily?
We can't talk about that. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm just saying. Like, I'm just
Shit!
curious, like if that's what they are. So
They are.
So
There goes
Palestinian-
our monetization.
So Palestinian flag is a hate group.
no,
Hate
I was
symbol?
just wondering if that's what they primarily are for, like anti.
Yes, they are. Yes, they
Well,
are.
Yeah, that's a good message to have, but I just think that they're going crazy with it. You know, anti-Semitism, has in the past led to, genocide, and it's not good. But I don't think that the Triforce has ever led to genocide before.
All right, guys.
No, it's that to to
You
get
just-
the
you
of Ganon.
just-
But if you dare save the world, you're a freaking racist.
You just wait until the next Zelda game, you committed genocide.
The Triforce will now become a circle with no color in it.
Oh,
And it
they'll
will be
find a way to
Sure.
do
it
that.
will be made of free tangents.
Even though it's called Triforce, you just like make it circle.
Draw free tangents, and then you pretty much the whole cycle will deja vu itself all over again.
All right, everybody apologize to the ADL now that we
Oh,
know what they're
Oh,
about.
speaking of Zelda and hate symbols, have you guys ever played like the original Zelda on the NES? Wasn't it one of the dungeons in the shape of swastika?
Yes,
Oh
believe
yeah,
it
it
was.
was.
The little
It
bird.
was, yeah.
I've never played a Zelda game in my life.
The original first Nintendo, one of the dungeons. You're absolutely right. It was in the shape of a bird looking to the left. The bird who usually sits on top of the swastika on top of the planet or whatever the little thing is on the German Nazi hat.
The swastika.
The swastika.
Yeah. that game came in the 80s, and back then I don't think people really gave a shit about that. But now
Well, that was
it's
probably
like,
unintended too. Like they didn't. It's not like they had some secret like Nazi pro supporter developer who's like, yeah, I'm gonna stick it to them people. No, that's not what they were doing. It
No, but
probably
also-
happened like as a design coincidence.
no, but also swastika isn't a hate symbol in Japan because it's also related to the Buddhism and stuff. So it's not a hate symbol.
Well, here's the thing. Nobody had those intentions in mind when they done it in 1980 or 70 or 60 or whatever. Nobody had that. But what can you do today in 2019? You can say that I was sexually assaulted 35 years ago. Hashtag Me Too was born.
I demand an
Or-
apology. My feelings.
Or you could,
People's
put a
lives
paw
are
print on
ruined.
the armband, and people will think it looks like a swastika too. That happens.
Or in my case, put a paw print on the hood of your car and automatically, you're the Nazi raider, aren't you? No, it's a paw print on a car in the furry fandom of all places. Jesus Christ.
I mean, at least the swastika is a little bit more recognizable, but a paw
Guys,
print is kind of a universal furry
Let's make
thing.
Enu's Raidermobile the official car of the group. Oh, not really. Let's mandate all paw prints on hoods. Gotta make it
How
happen.
dare you?
But anyways, though.
Jolt, can I screen share that?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, your car?
General direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I haven't seen it.
Your father was a hamster and your mother smells like elderberries.
Is it on?
Yeah, now it is.
Oh, dude. All right.
Yeah, people
For the
thought I
record,
was
that's-
a Raiders at Furpak last year, and then they thought I was a Raiders at MFF last year. They wanted to break my
Well-
car, so I'm just like, you know what? Security
wrong, though.
cameras and stuff like that, that's okay. That's what Geico is for.
Also, to
They
be
wanted to
fair,
break
that
my
does look a little bit different than the one that we use because it doesn't have like the lines around it or whatever.
Not that it really matters,
Yeah.
but it needs something
It
to go
doesn't
full
matter at all.
circle.
Yeah.
It's
That's
completely
Oh, dude,
different.
that's dedication.
Yeah.
That's it. The paw
10 out of-
symbol is now racist.
10
Wait,
out
so
of
is
10.
that the
You're
license plate you
Nazi.
actually use?
But yeah, in that sense, though, we're going to go. Yep, one last live comment before we transform. Ziggy, Swastikas are outdated. Pause on your new white supremacy symbol because liking cartoons is racist. Nice work.
How is this not common knowledge, you goddamn bigots?
I know.
How dare you
All right.
all?
So,
Neo-Nazis in the furry community. Okay, go on.
yeah.
Oh, do go on.
Our next item of you will never believe this, but I know you pass through the shops a lot, especially to get food and so
Yeah,
forth.
no.
But here's our next item: is the vlog? Is the international section in your supermarket racist? David Chang thinks so.
Who's David Chang, and why should we care what he thinks?
Well, I think David Chang's an idiot.
Well, David Chang. Oh, he's
Is
got
that
an
David
opinion,
Chang?
though.
Is that
Yeah,
David
that's
Chang?
It's gotta be. It's gotta
That's
be.
him.
Who's gonna
Is
do
that
it?
David Chang?
Yep. Looks exactly like how I thought he would. With a little apron and everything. Yep. All right.
Oh no.
I'm so smart too. Look at that face. Look at the face. It's like he's saying, "Yeah, I'm so smart. 200 IQ right there. I figured out supermarkets are racist."
I mean, he is Asian,
Oh.
so the whole high IQ thing. But
True, but it's
Look
not. That's not the right way to go about it, my dudes.
okay, look at
Anyway.
his quote. He says, "If you go to the ethnic food aisle, that is sort of the last bastion of racism you can see in full daylight in retail America."
What? I don't.
Food aisles are
I don't-
racist now.
I need a designated place to get my microwave noodles and also noodles and also soy sauce and all like anything like taco shells, like all that like crazy, really, really good food. It deserves its own little space to not
It
get
does.
contaminated with the goddamn burger grease.
Yeah, but also it's not segregation. International means literally every culture. Like in the store that I work for, we have the international aisle. There's seaweed, like Japanese stuff there. We have Spanish rice, all kinds of stuff, like Chinese food, and that's a good place to have it. Like this is the international where all cultures can come together and have your food there, and that's where people know where to go. Like you're not gonna have sushi like seaweed being sold in the noodle department. Like that doesn't make any sense. It's gonna be in the international aisle, right? Why is this bad?
Sushi should be with the fish, the seafood market area.
Right. Here's what David Chang has to say also about the. He says there's an invisible ceiling on some supermarket items. Italian products that were once marginalized, such as olive oils and vinegars, are now routinely integrated into grocery store aisles, while Chinese, Japanese, and Latino foods remain stuck in their own sections.
So what? We live in America.
Because
Where
where else
not gonna
would you
have a lot
put
of
it?
Chinese and Japanese foods around.
Where else would you
Right?
put it? Like pastas and you tend to see like canned stuffs like pastas, soups, pastes. Those kind of gravitate towards each other.
I don't think David Chang understands how supermarkets are organized. They're not structured to be, against people. They're structured because of capitalism and what people want to buy and how they go about buying it.
No,
You say
but that's
capital
also like
is
another,
racist?
Yeah.
And the international area is right in my supermarket, at least. The international stuff sits right next to that Italian stuff
This
that
is
he's
like
complaining about.
This is like saying the public spaces are sexist because they segregate the women's and men's bathroom.
So what is he actually upset about? Is he upset that we're segregating food? Like,
Yes.
does food
Yeah.
need civil rights now?
Yes.
Guys,
Okay, we
can I
can
just say-
go a lot with this.
Is
I don't see
sauerkraut
them-
going to start marching the kosher salt into specific areas now?
Can I
Uh-oh.
ju-
Yeah,
can I
they're
just
gonna
say
go to the
that I
bakery
don't-
department.
I don't see them as being segregated. To me, it's like they got their own mansion in the Hollywood Hills. They got their own aisle in the supermarket, and it's easy to find things. I mean, where am I supposed to find kosher salt if it's not in its own section?
Yeah.
Where
Yeah,
other
so much easier.
salts are.
That's the whole point.
Guess what? I go to Wegmans once in a while. I don't know who has Wegmans pharmacy. I'm sure they don't have it in Australia, but throughout America, there's Wegmans Pharmacy, and they have an international aisle where I go specifically there to get Canadian candy called Coffee Crisp, and it's made with real sugar. And damn it, sugar is awesome.
I know, but we don't have the store that you described here in Australia. That's true. Yeah,
It's
Yeah,
a
that's
45-minute drive to get to a Wegmans. I am
Ah.
so sad. It's such a good place too.
I love Wegmans.
Oh, Jolt, where you live, are like the stores around you? Do they have an international aisle too?
yes. And
Wait,
mainly they put like freaking Mexican and one in Chinese. Middle Eastern is separate from the Mexican and Chinese. Down at the
Yeah,
supermarkets we call Coles.
That's a clothing store, you degenerate.
Well, here it is. Fun fact: I used to work at Kohl's.
Is that
and it's just, yeah, it was
is that
bad.
what they do in the Upside Down? Eat shit.
Yeah, everything's upside down. So clothing stores sell food, and food stores sell clothes.
I'm sorry, I had to.
What?
You jackasses.
I feel bad, but it's still so funny.
That's kinda-
That's actually
that
true,
ki-
though.
That kind of
Kohl's
reminds
sells
me.
food?
That kind of reminds me. Remember that article where they complained about some guy basically, like, I think that was like in UK. Some guy basically put the meat in the halal section and it
Oh.
caught.
Oh, well, that's why they have separate sections, to respect different cultures. Why would you put the meat in the halal section? You
No,
bigot?
but it was a trolling. It was a trolling thing. They put the bacon in the halal section, and the Muslims went all like,
Oh my
they didn't want to approach the halal section because there was like a single piece of package with bacon. Yeah.
Oh my god. That's... I don't even know
Yeah.
how to respond to that.
Anyway, a couple of little interesting live comments. The Ziggy's got another one. Just to throw a bone out there for you to chew on, but isn't everyone ethnic? Very
No.
good point.
Everyone
No.
but white people.
No, white
people
people
are
are
not
all white people are all one culture.
White people and orange people.
White people don't have culture.
White people don't have an ethnicity.
That's rude. I am
Oof.
German and Irish, sir. I will drink you under the table.
I'm pretty sure every culture has their
Yeah, ethnicities.
their
and so
affinity towards the booze.
No, if white
Not unless
people
you're,
don't have culture, then why do so many countries exist?
Wait, Aviar, you're Russian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
vodka
I'm
is
sorry.
basically water.
I'm sorry. I tried to take your title.
Dude, vodka
You
is
got
basically
no.
water
I
to me,
demand a
alright?
drinking contest.
No.
God,
I don't want anyone to die.
if he comes to Philadelphia, I'll drink with him.
Oh, but
That could be fun.
But wait,
I
don't they
spent
have
most
like
of
an international? In the international, they have like so they're like Danish pastry or something. I know, like in one of the supermarkets, they used to have like some kind of European stuff like on.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Well, it's not just international like race-wise. It's about like different nations too. Like I
Yeah.
said,
Right.
Danish things. Canada has certain
yeah.
things like you said you knew. So yeah, that's the section you go to.
Guys,
Yeah,
can I just
that's-
ask you a question? Do you
Yes.
think it's okay to have... All right, here in Massachusetts, we've got two places that I go to once in a while when I'm feeling, unwhite. There's a place called Baza Market in, I think it's in Newton, Upper Falls, and it's a Russian market when I feel like eating Russian food, when I want to have a bowl of beet soup.
And you're
'Cause
saying you go there when you feel not white?
Yes, when I want to eat something that's not white because the white supremacist market, whatever. But I mean,
Okay, but
okay,
Russians are not white.
there's an entire market
What I asked.
dedicated. There's an entire market dedicated to Russian food, and then on the other side of Massachusetts is an H Mart, which I don't know why it's called H Mart because it's more or less Korean. And I go there, and they have Korean, they have Japanese food, Chinese food, Taiwan. I mean, they have everything under there. That's all. Should I call it East Asian?
I remember when I was in UK visiting a friend, and we went to like a Korean. It was like it was a Korean supermarket that had only Korean things. The only thing that you understood, like everything, the labels, the everything was in Korean. You couldn't tell like, is this a noodle? Is this like what marshmallows or something? That everything was in Korean, and the only thing they had that you could understand was the price tag was in pounds and stuff.
Funny you say that because the H Mart has an American section dedicated all to themselves. It's a half an aisle. I don't see any Americans going up in arms and just like, no, you're culture appropriation and racism, and no, it's an American thing. It's one aisle in like 40 aisles of Asian food. I don't see the difference.
Mhm.
It makes it easy to find American food in a Hong Kong food
section.
Yeah.
Right. Logistics. Simple.
No,
And,
let's mix it all in.
Anyway, speaking of other foodstuffs, here's a couple of interesting live comments. Native Rabbit Nazi says, "Why do international sections never have Native American food? I'm outraged. I demand recognition."
Yeah, what, like, you mean corn, tomatoes,
You mean corn?
potatoes? You mean like basic stuff you can find in every single supermarket, literally all over the world?
I
No,
forgot
like
what
some
what
like
what did Native
buffalo
what
moose, maize, ginseng, saffron.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, but I find buffalo meat in the meat section, not in the international section. So
I don't know. Like, do Native Americans have like specific kinds of dishes and whatnot, or like types of food that they have? Like, that'd be kind of cool.
I mean
Bread,
bread.
corn,
All right.
tomatoes, cornmeal.
Everything made out of corn and peanuts.
There's so much corn. They're like building their houses and huts out of it.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean,
A
America,
house made of corn. Yeah, let's go with that.
yeah, I mean, America's
corny,
number one country in agriculture, so.
Yeah, just to clarify as well too, and he says, every store in Australia is Walmart. No, not really. We don't have anything to the scale of Walmart. The closest thing we've got is a Costco, but no.
Wait, there's Costco in Australia?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, it's like a dollar store, right?
No, it's kind of like you buy like things in bulk. Like, at least like the Costco's around me, like they're huge. They're almost like warehouses.
I know.
Like,
is
you
it
can't
like one
just
of
buy
those?
one jar of peanut butter. You have to buy like 10.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Right.
it's one of the. Oh, it's like one of those supermarkets, or they call it really hypermarkets.
Yeah,
Because-
yeah. Costco is pretty much hyper, but also it's a giant warehouse, and they sell lots of other things that you can't normally buy, like tires for cars, at a supermarket.
Yeah, it's like one of those supermarkets where it's made for people who have their own mini store, and that's where they buy their supplies.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much like a
Yeah.
middleman.
See, when you go into a supermarket and you're just like, you know what? I got a real hankering for an 18-inch tire right now.
Better go to Costco.
Just a giant 10-gallon thing of barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
Barbecue sauce, that's for amateurs. I drink straight motor oil for my barbecuing needs.
A 55-gallon drum of motor oil.
I can probably find it there somewhere.
10 gallons
it's not-
of mayo.
So remember, guys, we gotta have our fingers that's fully ethnic.
Fully ethnic.
Ah, God.
Fully ethnic. Well,
Yeah, but my
Costco's
good-
international, so that's cool. I didn't actually know that.
but I guess, alas, that was just nothing but a clownish take. Wow, like 100 IQ plus.
So, okay, who actually is this guy though? This David Chang guy? Is he like an
He's a chef.
executive, or is he's
He's a
just a
chef.
chef? Some random
he-
dude who's like, I'm offended by how grocery stores existed.
No.
for the
He's
past
like,
century.
oh, my Jim Crow, segregation.
Wow, I'm sure the food feels very offended. Oh my god.
Indeed.
I know.
It's gonna turn
But-
into sausage party.
As far
No,
as
no.
the international
Oh.
food aisle, all the grocery stores that I've been to here in Massachusetts and even in California, so I can't say it's a coastal thing, East Coast, West Coast. But here, you walk into the store, it's the first thing you see is the organic aisle, then you see the international aisle, and then the other 10 aisles are everything else.
Oh, speaking of international food, isn't Oktoberfest coming?
It's been here.
Oh,
It's October.
I have Sierra
It is
Nevada
October.
Oktoberfest.
And we gotta go
honestly
get
not that good,
ourselves
though.
some. We gotta go get ourselves there sometime. Yes.
oh,
Yes,
pretzels, beer.
Don't drink the orange beer, it's racist.
But I love Blue Moon. God damn it!
It's racist.
I don't care. It's delicious. Does that mean that Reddit right now is like the most racist place because of all the calcium memes?
Jesus Christ.
Oh boy. This is the show cover guy, yeah, fellas. This is us. But hey, I'd say we've gone quite well for time that we sorry we didn't get things to plan, but I think this worked out quite well, wouldn't you? Regarding news wise and all.
Did
Yeah.
we make you laugh?
Yeah,
I'd
this
say
is
we
really
did.
fun.
Then my objective has been complete. I made an absolute buffoon of myself.
So
It
I
actually
love that's why we run the show for you guys. Not the serious but not serious show.
It's serious but not serious at the same time.
Yeah.
We have fun. It's
But hey, other than that though, this is pretty much this is what the time that we've got for the week though. So any of you guys, would you what do you guys think? Do you cycle? What do you guys any closing statements? One at a time.
We should browse BuzzFeed more often for these glorious articles.
I think there's no shortage of it. You could go to Mike, go to Vice, go to Vox, BuzzFeed. You gads.
Was that site cracked?
Remember, we live in a society.
Only closing statement I have is I am okay with this.
You stole Jolt's line.
No!
No, I put it on an overlay just because it was going to make it pretty presentable. Besides, go on. Besides, I gotta get there's gonna be a picture of me of Furry doing it somewhere.
Yeah, I got nothing on any final statements.
Just enjoy the ride.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yay!
Oh, hey Vera.
Uh-oh.
Hi. Well, I guess.
Bye.
For now. Yeah, this was super fun, and we're going to continue to report on the Clown World timeline that we live in, every week, and yeah, super fun.
Damn right it is. There's a shtick, and and that's pretty much how it is though. So once again, thank you all for listening in. Hope you enjoyed listening to it as much as we did producing this for you. And as always, you can find our episodes on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and more platforms to come later on down the line. We'll have links in the description box on the YouTubes. And, our YouTubes are not going anywhere. But other than that, though, this is us signing off for the week. Farewell, and until next time.
Bark, bark.
Bye.
Bye.